Want to know a great way to improve your English vocabulary? Check out this video to find the answer. Hi, I'm Steve, and this is Single Step English. Before we start, I want to please ask you to make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Just click on the bell button. It is actually below, and that way you will receive notifications when I release a new video. If you enjoy the video, please click the like button and share this video with your friends, your family, your dog, anybody. Thank you very much. Here's a question for you. What percent of the English language comes from Latin? Is the answer 40%, 60%, or 80%? What do you think? Well, the answer is 80%. It's actually very high. In fact, for science and technology words, the answer is 90%. That's almost all of the words in English for science and technology come from Latin. That is why learning some basic Latin will really help you understand English vocabulary. When you're searching for an answer, what does that word mean? I don't know. But if you know the Latin root, that part of the word, it will really help you to guess the meaning of the word in English. By roots of the word, we mean the main part of the word. So, similar to a tree that has roots underneath the tree that go in the ground, well, roots of a word are usually at the beginning of a word. And they're the main part, and they allow us to understand what the word means. Learning some basic Latin words will really help those of you that want to study for standardized tests. For example, TOEFL test, or IELTS, or even the TOEIC test. When you don't understand a word, if you know the Latin root of that word, it will really help you. In this lesson, I will introduce 10 common Latin root words. Also, I will put the root words and the vocabulary I talk about in the description section below. So if you want to check on that later, please do so. All right, let's start with number 1, which is ab. And ab means to move away. Ab, to move away. A word example that uses ab is absent. Yeah, absent. Maybe you know this from class at school. The student was absent yesterday, or I was absent yesterday. Another word that uses ab is absorb. Absorb. So an example sentence, the paper towel absorbed the water. The paper towel absorbed the water. Also, we have the word abnormal. Abnormal. And this means not normal behavior. Or someone may say, the weather is abnormal today. Usually, this month, the weather is very sunny and warm. But today, the weather is abnormal. It's quite cool. In that case, abnormal. All right, ready for number 2? It is AUDi. It's not Audi, which is the name of a car. It is pronounced AUDi. Okay, a little bit tricky. So it means to hear. AUDi. So we know from music we have audio. Audio. Similar to the word audio, which is a noun, we have audible. That means you can hear. Is the sound audible? Can you hear it? Yes, it's audible. I can hear it. I'll give you a sentence example. Electric cars are hardly audible, right? They're very quiet. Sometimes I can't hear them. Another word that uses AUDi is audience. Yes, the audience gave him a standing ovation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Another word that uses AUDi would be audition. Audition. And this means when someone tries to get a part in a play or a movie, they go in for a trial and they have an audition. So an example sentence could be, she had an audition for a movie. She had an audition. All right, let's take a look at number 3, which is BENE. Do you know any words that start with B-E-N-E? Well, how about this word? Benefit. Benefit. So B-E-N-E, BENE, means good. And the meaning of benefit is something that is useful or can help a person. I hope this lesson will benefit your English vocabulary. You will notice there are many words that are similar to benefit. You will see, let me think, beneficial. That's another word you'll see. And a long one, benefactor. A benefactor is usually someone that has a lot of money and they will give a donation to a charity or maybe to a school. They are the benefactor. On to number 4, which is CIRC. And you've probably seen this Latin root in many words. For example, circle. So CIRC means ring or round. You will also see CIRC in the word circus. If you go to the circus, you will notice usually it has 3 rings in the middle. Sometimes one big ring, but many times there's a 3-ring circus. There's 3 rings in the middle. Or the circus is in a round type of auditorium or building. A computer word that uses CIRC is the word circuit. Yeah, circuit, electronic circuit. An electronic current flows through and around a circuit. Let's continue with number 5. Number 5 is DICT. D-I-C-T. And anyone who has studied a foreign language knows you need to have a good dictionary, right? You need to have a good dictionary. So D-I-C-T, dict, means to say. Dictionary. Another word that we could use is diction. Diction. That means to say or something and someone else writes it down. Another word with dict is dictator. And this is when only one person can say what should happen in a country. A dictator. And it's not a good situation for any country to have a dictator. That takes us to number 6, which is the Latin root gen. Gen. And you've probably seen this root in the word generation. Let me put it up here. Generation. A generation is a group of people that were born around the same time. So maybe one generation, they like the same kind of music. But the next generation, they don't like the same music as the previous generation. And generation means birth. Anyone born between 1981 and 1996 is part of the millennial generation. Another word that uses gen is this word, genuine. Genuine. And this means something comes from one true source. So you could say, oh, this is genuine gold. It comes from, one special place. It's 100% pure. So it's genuine gold. Another word that uses gen but has a different pronunciation is the word genius. Genius, okay? So we could hear it as generation or genus, or in this case, genius. Let me think of a sentence. Einstein was a genius. He was really intelligent. So we would say Einstein was a genius. Moving on to number 7, we have MANU. MANU. And it could be M-A-N, man, or MANU. And it means hand. MANU means hand in Latin. Some popular words you may have heard is this one, manager, right? Manager. Manager. If you have a part-time job, you probably have a manager. An example sentence, my manager is always so busy. Another word is manicure. And a manicure is when you get a treatment for your nails at a salon. Have you ever had a manicure? For MANU, we have the word manufacture or manufacturing. And this is when something is made by hand or a machine, usually to sell a product. The factory manufactures furniture. That's a good sentence. The factory manufactures furniture. The factory manufactures cars. So MANU means hand. Okay, let's move on to number 8, which is miss. And in Latin, this root means to send. One word that uses miss is the word mission. And this is a task that someone is given. It becomes their mission. They must accomplish this. They must do this. This is their mission. My mission is to make great videos so you can learn English. Another word that uses miss is permission. Permission. So this is when you are allowed to do something. So a sentence, the teacher gave us permission to go to the library. The teacher gave us permission to go to the library. All right, on to number 9. And this word is port. You probably know the meaning. It means to carry. Port means to carry. You can find this Latin root in words such as import. And import means goods that a country brings in domestically. They bring it inside the country. That's an import. What is the biggest import for your country? What is the number one thing your country brings in? So the opposite of import would be export. And this would represent goods that a country sends outside and sells to other countries. An export. Japan exports a lot of automobiles, cars. Another word that uses port, really simple word, is report. Report. And this word means to tell someone about something. And maybe they carry that information. So we still use the meaning port to report something. He reported the news to his family. Okay, our last Latin root is vis or vid. And this means to see. You can find this Latin root in words that you already know. For example, video, right? Video. I hope you are still watching this video. A word that uses vis is vision. This means that you are able to see, or maybe you have a grand plan. Maybe a CEO or a president of a company has a lot of vision. They have a good idea for a grand plan. Here's a sentence example for you. Steve Jobs had great vision when he was CEO of Apple. Another word that uses vis is visit. Yeah, to go see a place. So I hope to visit India someday. There you have it. Those are 10 very common Latin roots that will really help you improve your English vocabulary. I hope you will review the video, watch it again, and just check the meaning and think about other words that you can build on from these Latin roots. Also, remember I put more information in the description below. I really hope this video will help you improve your English vocabulary. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.